Hello, 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 my collector, my loves, my angels. How are you doing this morning? How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy birthday to my Libras. Let me get your morning started bright and early with a happy birthday to you. Okay, let's just get straight into this read. Right now, I want to look at tangled love. Okay, I know that at some point in time we have all been involved in a tangled love situation. Some of us just coming out of it. Some of us been out of it for a minute. We're just focusing on ourselves. So I just want to know, like, what is going on with this tangled love situation that you were in? What happened? Why was it so tangled? What secrets were being hidden, and maybe possibly what spiritual signs did you ignore, okay, or choose purposely to look the other way because you were in love, my collective. Let's go, spirit guys. Talk to me. Tell me about the tangled love that my collective was in. One crossing, okay, one coming out. Ooh, Netflix and chilling. It was in the reverse. All right. I don't normally read these cards in reverse. Uh, but someone was hooking up with somebody else. hmm They were Netflix. They were chilling with somebody else, telling you they were one place, they were another, telling you they were busy, they were sleeping, you were calling, they weren't answering that phone. The phone wasn't charged, phone was dead, didn't get your phone call. I'm at work. They weren't. Okay, they were lying. They were lying about the whereabouts or spending time with somebody else, kicking out their shoes, relaxing, watching a movie, taking them to the movies, having drinks, having whatever the hell else was going on, card games, partying, celebrations. All right, you knew something wasn't right. Something was sketchy about this person, what they're saying, their stories. Things weren't adding up with you. All right. You really started weighing options. Do I need to keep putting up with this? Do I need to keep accepting these lies? Something's not feeling right. Your intuition was telling you something was wrong. This person's playing games with you, and you felt it deep down in your soul. But you were just really unsure as to what it was. Okay. I feel like maybe this person was even weighing their options too. They were trying to contemplate on who they wanted to be with because possibly they had too many options. One too many for sure. More than one is just too many. All right. They were out dating other people, allowing themselves to be distracted by other people. All right. Again, this person had a lot of options. They didn't know who they wanted. They had Netflix and chill with you. Maybe on a Friday, on a Monday, they're with somebody else, leave your house, go from one to the other. This person just had a wandering eye. All right. This just was a hoe, male or female. It was just a hoe. They always say they were busy when you want to do something. If you said, I want to go on a date, I want to hang out, let's have lunch, let's have something. Oh, I'm busy, I gotta work, or somebody need me to come by and do something for them, or I told somebody, I'll be here, or somebody invited me somewhere, or man, I got a lot to do at home, I got a lot of work, I'm tired, been working all day, I'll come out chill with you later, and then they don't. They were out celebrating with other people. All right, some were gambling, some were just partying. Again, some were going to people's house with this Netflix and chill, and they were just playing games, having little house parties, hooking up, maybe even them and somebody else, a friend. All right, two people. All right, so some of you, they just felt like they found new love. Possibly they thought the grass was greener somewhere else, and so they put you in this tangled love. They want to go out and have fun, and they want to feel like they were back on the market, and definitely they made you feel like you need to be back on the market, and possibly you need to find you new love on top of that. All right, maybe you needed to collaborate with somebody that was going to work with you, um, build with you, and get through all of this with you so you don't have to get through it alone. Okay, somebody that would have your back and balance you out. Maybe you start thinking that, but they definitely thought they were working with somebody that they worked well with, and possibly with teamwork and love. Somebody could have started dating somebody at work that they work with, a coworker, as well. All right, or they went into business with somebody to work together to accomplish something, or they were working together behind your back. All right, somebody could have had a friend, or a relative, or someone that knew about you, and the two of them were in cahoots. All right, about, yeah, speak to me, spirits, about a double life that was being led here. Possibly somebody was married and having a work life affair as well, but they were living a lie. They were telling you one thing while they were doing another. They were appearing to be one person when they were not. With this apron, they were protecting themselves, protecting their image, all right? And with teamwork, someone was protecting them and their lies, all right? While they went out here and dated other people. There was definitely a lot of betrayal, a lot of emotional betrayal here. There were a lot of truth being hidden from you. All right, this person was definitely having secret affairs. This was like night and day. Like when they're with you, they love on you, make you feel like, hey, yeah, you're special. I want to be with you. I'm not sure right now on a commitment, but I do know I have feelings for you. I love you. They're making you feel wanted, but then next thing you know, they turn around and then with this at night they're with somebody else, like during the day. And this could have been possibly with me saying that. This could have been someone that had time for you sometimes during the day when they said they weren't busy. They'd want to see you doing like those work hours during the day, possibly when somebody else that they were distracting or dating was at work, and then at night they seem to get lost. You can't reach them. They're busy. Phone not on. Phone not charged. And that started looking real sketchy to you. Why is it during the work hours I can reach you, but at night I cannot, or it's very seldom. Like you call me, but if we stay on the phone for a limited amount of time, and then you say, "Oh, I'm busy. I gotta go. I'm gonna hit you back," and then they don't. Okay, give me more. Yeah, so you went into no contact with this person. No contact. And it's funny, I just said that you couldn't contact them at night, right? There was no contact at night with this person, just during the day, during their working hours, all right? But in a sense, you blocked this person from your life. You separated. You said, I'm not doing this no more. You started giving them silent treatment. I feel like that there were some times they were giving you silent treatment, making you feel like they didn't want to be bothered with you, all right? Blocking your calls, ignoring your calls, ignoring your messages. All right, and it really, you started to realize, hey, wait a minute, these red flags started going off in your head. Alert, alert, alert. Something's not right. Yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you. Unsure. You said something sketchy here. Something's real sketchy here. All right, and you started looking for evidence of cheating or and deception. All right. You started getting signs that there was cheating and deception involved in this situation. And that's what you really start thinking about. You really start paying attention at that point. All right, this person's lying about something. And then you start to put more self-love into yourself. You start pulling away your own self. All right, giving them silent treatment, ignoring them a little bit, because you're feeling unhappy. All right, and so you're like, you know what, I have to release this past. I need to take a break from this love situation, or a break from this person. I need to put some distance between us, because there's too many red flags going up now. All right, I'm receiving too much clarity that there is a double life situation going on here. Somebody's living a lie. Somebody's not being honest. All right. Um, yeah, possibly some of you got phone calls from unknown callers, spam numbers. People start playing on your phone. People could start playing on your phone. I'm going to read this two ways, guys. So work with me, because again, this is a tangled love situation. So some of you, they could have been involved with someone else. Definitely there was double life. So definitely someone was involved with somebody else. But some of the red flags or signs of evidence of cheating that could have been going on, because somebody could have started playing on your phone. And that was another red flag you could start receiving. Well, why is somebody playing on my phone? And that's because somebody could have known about you, heard about you, found your phone number in this person's phone, want to know who they were dealing with. So they started playing games on your phone, okay? And then some of you, when you left this person and you kicked them to the side, they decided that, now they're missing you, thinking about you, because there is no contact, because you have them blocked. Now, all of a sudden, you're getting these fake text phone numbers, these fake texts, these spam numbers, and because somebody's playing on your phone, definitely hiding their identity, because they don't want you to know that they're calling you. All right, and for maybe one or two of you collective, and I don't want to think it, I don't want to feel it. Were you playing on somebody's phone because you're trying to find out who they were seeing? But someone's feeling now that they learned the lesson. They're feeling like They're growing, they level up. Definitely you going through this have taught you a lesson, all right? You have grown, you have elevated, but someone feel like you have not having contact with them, that they're learning their lesson and they want to come out of this silent treatment with you, okay? And they're thinking about you. That's why you're getting these unknown callers, these fake phone numbers, these spam numbers. Somebody could be smoking a lot because they're trying to cope with what's going on, not really getting any sleep. All right. They feel like the foundation between you guys is broken. They don't know if they can, rebuild this. All right. And it's all because you gave them the deuces. All right. But you gave them the peace signs. The deuces got fed up. You wanted to know communication. You start taking your power back because you realize somebody's, hey, they're playing behind your back. They're hooking up with somebody else. They're collaborating with another person. They're not being honest with you. All right. They put you in this tangled love situation. What else? What else? Yeah, this person wants a fresh start. They want to come in for a second chance. All right. You might be saying deuces to the second chance, guys. You might be like, nah, nope, don't want to. Nope, you hurt me. I'm tired. I'm not gonna do it. There will be no second chances. But they're thinking about possibly getting back together with you. But the fact that they're hiding their identity, this is showing me that this is somebody that even though they say they learned their lesson, all right, they really have not grown. They really have not leveled up because what are you calling from unknown numbers? All right. If you've grown, if you really learned that lesson, if you're honest, if you're still not living this double life, all right, why are you hiding the fact that you are calling? I mean, why are you calling from the number? Why are you hiding your identity? Why are you playing on my phone? So you need to take that again as a red flag, all right? That there's no growth in this person. What else? Yep. They want to get back together with you because they wanna give that deuces to somebody that they teamed up with because they possibly caught a STD from this person, all right? Possibly a Cancer, water sign, because they were hooking up. Your person was a player and they hooked up with a player. All right, talk about karma, 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 chameleon. This is what's going on here. All right. They want to give their deuces to somebody. That's why they learned their lesson. I guess I would too if I went out there and had a third party affair and ended up with some type of STD. I guess I would learn my lesson too. To sit my little butt down. All right. Now they want real love. Now they don't want to go out here and be a player no more. They want divine union with you, all right? They want the real deal. They're tired of the karmics, the pygmies, all right? These cheap thrills for the moment, these little flings that are not going anywhere, all right? Somebody who, like I said, possibly wanted to be single, that was collaborating with somebody else, somebody they were working with, or someone they felt like somebody they had an affair with for sure. All right, they play mind games with you. They gaslit you. They let you on. They were emotionally unavailable. I think you tell them, hey, something's not right. What's going on? Let's talk. 13 of 3 when I say that. They didn't want to. They weren't seeing things clearly, or they saw things clearly. They clearly knew that they wanted you in their life, but they weren't ready to settle down because they had too many options again, or they were already in another situation and didn't want to let that situation go. All right. This is somebody who sat back and analyzed you. I feel like they're sitting back and analyzing you, watching you now. Okay. Calling you again from these unknown numbers. It's because you're not in contact with them. Yeah. This is somebody who's definitely found himself in a toxic environment, possibly took bad advice from this person I told you that they were partnering up with, teaming up with. That was probably, one of their friends or somebody that was playing the same game with them, doing the same things that they were doing, living a double life just like them. So there were two birds of a feather flocking together. But somebody who was probably emotionally leeching off your person because your person provide the drugs, the alcohol, and entertainment when they go out, and they were just involved in a bunch of karmic relationships. All right, low vibrational people doing low vibrational things. A lot of drugs, smoking on this board. So they were definitely hooking up with somebody they sat back, got high with, smoked with, laughed with, played games with, hung out with, dated, hooked up third parties, friends introducing people to other friends, you know, even family members, possibly introducing them to other third party people, someone that you knew for sure. I really feel like someone that you knew, someone you dealt with, had a friend or a family member, okay, that was assisting them in all of this hookup, third parties affairs, and they knew what was really going on behind the scenes, all right, but they were doing this. It was. I'm telling you, it was two birds of a feather flocking together. All right, covering for one another, introducing each other to other people, just out here dating. If somebody come in your house, they bring their friend. Hey, you got a friend for my friend situation. All right, yeah, 1111. You definitely activated. This was twin flame that caused you to see some things about you that you needed to work on. Okay, um, somebody you had a soul contract with that was meant to come into your life to get you to pour that self-love into yourself, to level up, to release some patterns that you had. All right, some of you might be seeing some synchronicities. You might be seeing 1111 as well. Let you know that things are happening in divine timing. All right, this person definitely wants to get back together with you. Okay, but they definitely cause you with activation 1111, twin flame, and soul searching. They definitely cause you to go in and do some introspection on yourself. All right, to find a deeper meaning of life, to heal what you needed to heal and what you needed to let go of to get you started on your spiritual path. And that could have been really all that they were meant to do. Maybe it was not meant to actually be, you know, a lasting love relationship, because some twin flames aren't meant to go to completion. All right. It does feel like real love, and at one point it does feel like the real deal, like that's your soulmate, your forever partner. But you do have a soul contract, but it does not mean it's going to end in a relationship. All right, it is to come in and mirror back to you things you need to work on. Yeah, again, see, healing through love. It's that love that you were involved in that was showing you what you needed to heal in your life. All right, pour that self love, put your boundaries up. To your self-worth, all right? Get you on your next mission, to your elevation. Somebody does want to come in and try to recover this relationship, though, all right? And some of you are now finally reaching to a point after saying deuces, after working on yourselves, that you feel like possibly it is safe to go ahead and love again. Because some of you may have closed your heart out, and I don't blame you because you went through this, you know, tangled love situation because the person was being honest with you. Give me a few more. Unfinished business. This person thinks it's unfinished business between you. They want to come in and propose something to you. Propose possibly going out on a date. Propose maybe renewing the friendship. They want to propose having, you know, you guys just finding peace. All right. Hey, let's just put this. Let's just agree to put the past behind us. Move on. Come out of this no contact. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna spend time. What is it that you want? What can I do? What's it gonna take for us to come out of this? You know, silent treatment. You know, I want to reconcile with you. I want to fix things. I do miss a friendship between you. I'm going to do better. And some may actually want to propose to you. All right. They may want to say, let's have a title on what we have. Okay. I want to fix this family issue with you. And that's because they miss the intimacy. Now, when I say the intimacy, I'm not talking about the sexual act, okay? I'm talking about the passion between you guys. There's such a magnetic pull with the 1111 being on here, twin flame. It's just a spiritual contract, a magnetic pull between the two of you. And no matter what they do, who they hook up with, how many third parties, how many dates they go on, they're still going to keep thinking about you. They're still going to miss you, all right? They're reminiscing about you, possibly going through old photos of you they may have on their phone, or seeing photos of you on the website, on your social media page. All right, they're definitely feeling lonely and using substances to cope. Like I told you, there's drugs, there's alcohol on the sport, there's a lot of smoking. Yeah, and again, this is your ex, somebody that you dealt with, and they possibly could have gone to an ex. All right, they definitely put you in a love triangle. This is why this is tangled love, because they were sleeping with the ex, or sleeping with somebody that you know, or somebody that definitely knows about you. All right, but they're sick and tired of that lifestyle now. They want something that's real. Remember, where is that real love? They want something real now. They don't want these little fly by nights, all right? And that's because they're thinking about you. Again, reminiscing, looking at photos. They're fixated on you. All right, they're manifesting a reunion between you guys, and it's because they feel like it's unfinished business. They're really grieving the loss of you, and I feel like in the beginning they did not. They just figured you could be replaced, but now they're realizing that you cannot be replaced, Collective. You cannot replace somebody that you have this soul spiritual contract with. This twin flame. Twin flames cannot be replaced. All right, and that's why they want to come in. They want to heal this. They want to repair their heart. They want to come out of this feeling that they're having. They want to rebuild the trust. They're like, okay, I give. Love wins. You know, I wasn't ready to give into love. I was denial about it. But yes, I put you in these third parties, this tangled situation. But now I want to come in. And I want to rebuild this, what we had, all right? But they're coming in with egg on their face, knowing that they have been defeated, all right? Knowing that they got caught, feeling foolish like a clown. You know, everything they thought was going to work out for them really just backfired in their face. It did not work out. So now they're like, oh, shoot. Dang it. I done messed up with the collective. I done ruined what we have. You know, I put her in this love, or him in this love triangle, this tangled love situation. Because I thought I was having fun. I thought I had friends. I realized I didn't have friends. I thought this third party was going to go somewhere. It did not. I thought this person I was working with, that I teamed up with, was going to work. It did not. They were sleeping with their ex and find out that the ex giving them STDs because the ex is with other people, or they're just out here hooking up with everybody getting these STDs, and now they want to sit down and say, I love myself. I don't want to live this life anymore. I'm tired of repeating this cycle. Now they want to make the decision to move on, get real love. Now they want to say, okay, I want to go back to the collective. I want to go back to the collective. I don't need the limelight anymore. Something that you're doing might be in the spotlight as well. You're gaining attention. Your person could have just loved the attention of these women. They needed this for validation. They needed them to make them feel good, okay? It was probably just a narcissist. Yeah, but they want to put in the work now to work with you. How sweet. And get back together. They want to say we're going to give equal give and take, all right? Give me what did this person need to work on? What did this person need to work on? What was the shadow work they needed to work on? Ride in the storm. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit. Purge, purify, and refine. Yeah, this person needed to go through all of this that they went through. They need to go through that so that they can learn their lessons, so that they can grow. All right, they needed to go through a lot of chaos to find out what really matters to them, what is really worth holding on to, the value of life, all right, with the importance. They need to find inner balance. This is somebody who didn't heal something from their past, their childhood. They weren't balancing their light and their dark. So they were just acting too much in their dark side, their shadow side, their soft note. Now they're trying to find the courage to come into you and say something. They're trying to fight the fear. They didn't want to give in. They feared letting themselves go, allowing themselves to love. They feared being vulnerable with you, okay? This is somebody who needed to learn how to stop hiding, show up, and allow themselves to be seen in their authentic self, okay? Give me one more. Yeah, this person was definitely being seductive. They were chasing lust. Like I said from the get-go, this is somebody who was just acting. This is somebody who was in their second chakra for sure. Their sacred chakra. Everything is about sensuality, sexuality. You know, they needed that validation. They needed that attention. And they need all that attention to make them feel worthy, to make them feel themselves, all right? Because they didn't want to confront their fears. They did not. What's the karmic lesson here? What's the karmic lesson here for this whole tangled love situation? What was the karmic lesson in this? Thank you. The cycle stops with you. You are the one your ancestor prayed for. This pain ends in your hands. Choose differently now. Yeah, so the karmic lesson, again, this was a twin flame activation. They came in and activated you to pour this self-love. Possibly you had a family, you and them, because you guys mirror each other as twin flames. You might have come from a family background that allowed, that had certain patterns. either your family background, you were women who had men that abused them, didn't treat them right, didn't make them feel worthy, stayed in unhealthy relationship, trauma bonds, toxic bonds, had women who had kids that fathers ran out on them, left them to be single parents. Or you could have been a male that had that grew up and you didn't have a father around you, or you grew up around a lot of men and you saw how they treated women in an unworthy way. Or maybe you grew up in a family where there was just a lot of toxicity, a lot of partying, smoking, drinking, alcohol, or doing just sleeping around, less just lustful people, or just doing negative, had a lot of negative patterns, and you were repeat, and it was something that was not just your dad doing it or your mom doing it, but your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins. It was just like that thing on the family. So your family, when they moved on, they passed on, they were like, okay, you know what, as your ancestor, your ancestral guides, they're like, I choose you. I choose you, Cindy. You're going to be the one to stop this pattern. I choose you, Becky. I choose you, Tom. I choose you, Michael. I choose you, Brian. You're going to be the one to stop this family pattern. You're going to be the one that that reverses the karma, the negative, all right? That shows, that leaves that legacy behind, that says that this behavior will stop, this pattern, to stop cursing our bloodline, okay? You were the one, so you're going to choose differently now. I'm relying on you to show the way, all right? To change things, to change the pattern of the family. Okay. Prepare for change. Change is the only constant. Prepare for it and open your heart and mind. All right, so pack your bags, get ready. Know that something different is coming. Again, you were the one that were chosen. All right, the pattern starts with you. You're on a mission. You have a journey. So pack your bags, get ready, prepare yourself for this new opportunity, this new journey that you're on. All right, know that it's going to be a lot of hard work, but be ready for it. All right, open your heart and your mind to what's coming. Don't be narrow-minded. Trust the path ahead. Okay. Trust in the unfolding of your life. Every step is a part of your journey to becoming who you are meant to be. Again, you were chosen one. All right, so prepare on this new journey you're on. Pack your bags and be like, okay, I put my faith in you, Lord. I got it. The universe, I know you have my back. With the lamp being here, you're definitely being spiritually guided to do this from the universe, from your angels, from your ancestors. All right, forgive yourself of whatever was holding you back, because forgiveness is not for others, it's for you. For yourself, any guilt, any shame, for your past mistakes, your past decisions, the choices that you made. All right, and just go forward on your journey. Release what is no longer serving you. All right, even if it's past love, release what's no longer serving you. All right, learn to protect yourself. Stand up for yourself. All right, sometimes to protect oneself, the brave act is to walk away, and that's so true. And again, forgive, release. You have to release something, walk away, even if it hurts. If it hurts you to walk away from someone you love, but you know you need to, protect yourself. If they're tearing you down, if they make you feel unworthy, all right, release it. Protect yourself. All right. Don't keep making the same mistakes. All right, puzzle. Don't get confused. Don't get confused about this journey you're on. Don't keep making the same mistakes. Learn the lessons from the past. All right, don't allow yourself to get frustrated, and just disconnect from people that are not worthy of you in your time. All right, give me an angel message. I kind of feel like I probably don't need one because this is some good advice right here, but thank you. And in the near future, you have good things coming for you in the future. All right, you might not know what's coming. That's why they're saying trust the path ahead. All right, if you get confused about something or puzzled out here, ask the angels. They're here to answer anything you need to know. All right, pay attention to the signs. Definitely, you have no need to worry. Everything is going to work out for you the way that it should. Just like that's why they're saying trust the path ahead. All right, trust it. Everything is going to work out just as it should. All right, let me give you a motivational message, and we're going to wrap this up. I just tangled. Somebody put you in tangled love. All right, you got hurt. You learned some lessons. They learned some lessons. You're paying attention to the signs now. The red flags. Oh my gosh. All right. dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look at a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. Yeah, that is so true, you guys. I like to play music too. Sometimes I get in my head, I like to come in here and just play music. um, you're in a loving space now, all right? And the more you love on yourself, the more you focus on yourself, that you're consciously aware, the better things will get. Okay, so yeah, move, meditate, get to moving, move away from things. You know, if you feel like stuff in your emotions, put on some music, dance. All right. Um, this is my reading for you for today. I hope that it resonated with you. Thank you. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. Sending you love and blessings.